Hello and welcome back to the lounge. Today is Wednesday, May 30th. That's right. We're almost at the end of May. Yesterday was the 1 month anniversary of the lounge. Let's give a round of applause to this magnificent crew over here. No one there. It's just me. But yeah, so we're a month strong now. I guess before we start the episode, let me give you a little rundown of what's going on. I just made a page and a website, Instagram page and a website last night for the show, and I have big plans for what I want this to turn into. It's just going to take a lot of hard work on my end and a lot of follow through with my ideas, because sometimes my ideas have to be very structured and very have a strong build for them to flourish. And so that's what I'm going to be working on from this month on. Just want to give a little recap, say thank you to everyone who's watched for this 1 month. All the subscribers, thank you so much. It's just amazing that 1 month later I've gotten more support than I thought I would have, doing this. But either way, today's Whiskey Wednesday, and the same Jack Daniels as last week, the single barrel proof whiskey, Tennessee whiskey from Lynchburg. It's the Select line, and it's 66.4 alcohol per volume. All that good stuff on that label right there. So we tasted the whiskey last week. I'm going to taste it again today, obviously. And then this week, for the cigar, I picked the Le Bijou, which won Cigar of the Year 2015, if I'm not mistaken. 2015, correct me if I'm wrong. And so we're going to go ahead and try it. So Sight, it's a dark colored leaf, a dark leaf definitely. Looks like a burned twig or something that was in the process of being burned. So it might. Ooh, it's a nice shape though. It's not I don't know. It's a typical torpedo, but it's just a really nice roll. The label is magnificent too as well. It's all like a royal decor, kind of like Southern Spanish accent, or not Southern Spanish, but just like a hint of Spanish influence, I guess. The actual wrapper of the cigar, it is oily, shiny, dark brown. I'm sorry, I'm not looking at the camera. I'm examining the cigar, but yeah, dark brown, very dark, Maduro. That's a good use of the word right there, Maduro, definitely. In terms of smell, it does not smell as strong as you would expect. But I do smell like coffee. And a bouquet of flowers. A bouquet of flowers. So coffee and a bouquet of flowers. Wow, that one was very colorful, what I just smelled right there. It smells like I'm walking down a very long garden, breathing in that fresh air, smelling, the roses, as they would say, smelling the roses and all those different flowers down like a very nice, path. Springtime. It is springtime. It's during the day. And and it's on a Sunday. Taking a Sunday stroll through a nice garden with your loved ones or your family. That's what I smell with this. So it might be good, a good pairing with whiskey. That's what I smelled right there. It was nice though. It's a nice smell. Very nice. The whole flying kites thing as well. Wow, it's a powerful smell. Not at first, but once you really get in there and you really try to sniff out what's in there, wow. It tells a story. Now let's so sight, smell, already time for the taste. I'm gonna go ahead and pour the whiskey first. Give that a sip. Let it sit for a while. Oh, we'll actually do sight and smell for this before we move on to the tasting. Just a splash. Again, we really only want to use this just to try it, to get the flavor out. If I remember correctly, this one was not an easy one, so that's why I kept that in mind. I picked the my father's Le Bijou because I knew it would be a strong cigar, and I think it would pair well with such a strong, powerful whiskey. So, sight again, like burnt orange, copper. Smell, oof, right off the bat, that alcohol I was talking about before. I'm getting a little bit of citrus now. Citrus, like orange zest. Orange zest, wow. I don't think I smelled that before. It smells a little sweet too, so maybe that's Port Orange. Ooh, wood. Definitely smell wood. And a little bit of honey. So that's sight and smell for the whiskey. Let's go ahead and try the cigar now. I'm gonna go ahead and give that a straight cut. Where's my cutter? Gonna have to go with the backup right here. Not the Cigar we usually use, but this one is just as good. I think it's a Firebird. No, a Gurkha. It's a Gurkha cutter. Oops. But yeah, just a straight cut. I don't think I have to keep going over this, but for the newcomers, we always give it a straight cut here because the V cut and the punch both alter the flavor of the cigar. The V cut, gives you more flavor. The punch suppresses it, and although they're both good, for their respective experience, for the case use of analyzing and critiquing cigars, we stick to the straight cut because it's a universal one. You could get a straight cut anywhere. It's not always easy to find a good V cut or a good punch to cut your cigar with, whether at the store or somewhere else. I think you guys know. Whatever. So the Le Bijou, it's time for the tasting. I'm gonna grab my handy dandy. We have it here now. It's an Eagle Torch. I remember last time I didn't know what branding it was. Last time that we used this one. It's crazy. I was editing like a recap today of the of all the coffee and cigars episodes that we've done up to now, up to week 5, and wow, like I don't know, man. Like it's gone better quality as I've gone on. I've improved, I think, and that's coming from me when I'm very harsh at critiquing myself. Come a long way these 5 weeks now. It's like a, like a, charcoal. I'm tasting. Very chalky. It's not spicy, not yet. Very chalky. I could see the very towards the back of my mouth. I could get, but it's very chalky. It's not what I expected. It's not what I expected right now. To be honest with you, this is the first time I ever have the cigar. You guys probably could already tell, but it was because I've always been too much of a little B word to try it. I've always heard some that is very strong and stuff like that. So this one, very good. Well, so far. Just letting it heat up, get all the flavors out. That spiciness is coming now. But it's not overbearing. It's there, but I could see, you know, going through the entire stick how it would get like it's like very there. In terms of taste, honestly though, I'm not getting a lot of different flavors, to be honest. Very good presence, but not good, you know, specifics by itself. Right there. It's just there right now. I haven't gotten any flavors out of it yet. I'm gonna let it, you know, sit there and cool off. I'm gonna take a sip of the whiskey now and see what it does to the actual taste in my mouth. Hmm. Hmm. Just cleaned my mouth. That whiskey really cleaned it. Hmm. Very contrasting, and it's not what I expected at all. I thought this whiskey and this cigar were gonna go one in one together, but this one is so strong. The alcohol, hear me out. The alcohol in the whiskey is so omnipresent that it actually contrasts how chalky and how smooth this cigar is. So when I swallowed that, the taste in my mouth was all cigar, but right down a straight line down from in the middle of my throat of where it went down, I see that line. So this is a very defining cigar, and this one very, very defining as well. But this one, it's omnipresent. This one is well, they're both omnipresent, but this one is chalky and it's nice and smooth and evened out. This one is very direct and very, you know, it's a very whiskey, like very like strict, demanding whiskey. This is a good whiskey, but this is also a very good cigar. This combination was not what I expected. This was a curveball from what I was, you know, what I thought was going to happen with between the two. Very surprised, very pleasantly surprised. Smoking the cigar now, the spice, you don't even feel it anymore. Before, everywhere. Now, this is, the spice, this killed the spice. And you still get, the present of this. I guess the taste for the cigar is just chalk, like chalky charcoal, you know, like picture like a volcanic ash. That's what it tastes like and feels like. Not getting a lot of different flavors out of the cigar. I'm not judging the cigar by itself, but I'm trying to see if the whiskey will bring out some more flavor in the cigar, which sometimes happens when you complement cigars and contrast cigars with different things. Hmm. Not really at all. And the construction on this one is starting to fade a little bit. It's not too bad, but it is not what it used to be or what it's supposed to be. Sorry I've been so quiet for like a minute there. Deep in thought, trying to really get the flavor out. Honestly, kind of disappointed in the flavorlessness of the cigar. But this combination, let me tell you something, ladies and gentlemen. This combination is unlike something that I've had yet, at least, examined like this, like how I'm doing right now. This was a curveball, so wow. I'm gonna give it a score now. I'm ready to be scored. I don't remember. Before I didn't rate every single one I did. I think the first 3 I didn't rate the whiskey and cigar pairing. But we're here, ladies and gentlemen. We're here at the point. We are at the point now. We are at the point now where we can decide. Oh, what I messed that up. I was trying to do something cool. We're at the point now where we're judging the cigars and the whiskeys, and we're giving them ratings. So, ladies and gentlemen, get ready for today's score. The Le Bijou cigar by my fathers, paired with the Jack Daniel's select line of, I guess it's their single barrel proof. It is an astounding 8.8. An 88 to the Jack Daniel's and Le Bijou pairing. Cigar by itself, I don't know. I wasn't here to. We didn't examine that, the cigar by itself, and flavor wise, was a little bit lacking in my opinion. But paired, hear me out. Paired with this whiskey, I could not see myself not enjoying this combination, and that's hard to say. It's hard to, not that I'm just a picky guy, you know what I mean? But this pairing specifically, wow. I highly, highly encourage you to go out and try and find a cigar of these and the whiskey, because wow, by all means, goddamn, that was good. But that pretty much does it for today's episode of Whiskey Wednesday. Wow, the combination left me in awe. It left me in awe. Very good combination. I would highly, highly, highly recommend going out and getting it. But yeah, so again, we have an Instagram now. It's called thelounge.media. So you could go Instagram search at thelounge.media, and it should be the only one to pop up. We also have a website, www.thelounge.media. See where I'm going with this. And then, if you're watching this on YouTube, go ahead and subscribe and like the video, comment what your thoughts if you like today's episode and stuff like that. I always get caught up in the end because I'm not really good at ending stuff like this. I think it's kind of awkward. And before I start rambling off, I'm just gonna go ahead and say we'll catch you tomorrow for Throwback Thursday number 5.